How's that? How are my levels? I'm trying out a new setup to record this game, and I'm not sure. Seems like the music could be a little, or the background could be a little quieter. Let's try it like there. Now the other question is going to be if I can hear on the other end. I am putting all this stuff together. Okay, well, we'll see. We'll see how that goes. I've got an old microphone hooked up into my my PC, and okay, well, let's dive in. Let's do a new game. Hardcore, of course. Hardcore means if you die, it's game over. And once you start playing the game on hardcore, it doesn't feel like you're really playing otherwise. So what I like about this game, Subnautica, it kind of feels like an episode of Star Trek. Like your mission is to survive on a planet. And there's an episode of Star Trek Lower Decks that basically runs with this premise of what if you could speed run the Star Trek holographic simulators. Subnautica is kind of like that. I mean, it's also about water. Oh dear. And getting hit in the head. Blunt force trauma. This is a good, like just basic game design stuff. How do you start this game? First thing you have to do is pick up a fire extinguisher. Good way, good incentive. Get you invested right away. Okay, and so this game kind of has a premise. Oh, I don't think you can see my cursor. I'll fix that in a sec. I have the voices turned off because I find them annoying. Although I can't hear the sound very well anyways at the moment, so maybe I could turn them back on. Okay, here we are. This is our escape pod. We've got a few supplies, flares, water, food. We've got a medical kit fabricator. And we've got an alien ocean to explore. Pretty cool. This game runs a little choppy, I'm finding, but it seems all right. Scrap metal. We want to find this stuff. And these fish. Come here. I play this game with a trackball. I first played it on the Switch and then on the Xbox. Let's get some oxygen. And I think it is much better to play. It's much more of a mouse game than a controller game, but I think if you can play it with a nice trackball, that takes it up to a different level. Like, I wouldn't be this addicted to this game if I wasn't playing it with a trackball. Fishy, I'm gonna eat you, little fishy. Hey. Got him. In general, I really like games in the vein of Metroid Prime where you're like in a place and you can scan stuff, which is definitely something you spend a lot of time scanning stuff in this game. But first I need to build the scanner. I don't have copper yet, do I? with the plant material, I can make rubber and lubricant, which are obviously important tools of civilization. And I just kind of make a mix of both. You mostly, like, the first thing we need is rubber because we want to make some fins and some scuba gear. So that makes sense. So let's make a survival knife. This game doesn't really have explicit weapons, which is one of the things I like about it. Like, you have a knife, but you mostly use it for cutting bits of plant. You eventually get something that's like a stun gun. Okay. And we need to worry about food in this game. That's what these... oh, I was going to fix the thing in here where it says capture cursor. Because I think now you'll be able to see what I'm doing with my mouse. Okay, anyways. What do we need? We need, so in order to make a repair tool, we need some sulfur. We need, we've already got rubber. We're going to need some of these mushrooms to make batteries. We didn't make a, I forgot a step. I didn't make an air tank, did I? No. I'm getting off to a great start here. Almost went swimming without an air tank. Okay, and fins. Okay, give me some of that. Titanium back. Okay. And then I want to add to my grocery list. I'm trying to make a repair tool and a high capacity O2 tank. Ooh, there is some limestone, which gave us copper. Yay. Good stuff. Okay, here's some wreckage. As soon as we make the scan tool, we'll be able to get new technologies from wrecks. But right now, we do not have that. I'm looking for like a cave entrance. Here we go. Comes that. Oh. Get some air from the brain coral. Oh, there isn't actually a cave here. Or is there? No, there is not. That's okay, we can find some stuff over here. Bloop, bloop, bloop. There's some quartz for me. I need some more. I need 4 quartz to make the glass I need. I still need that sulfur to make a, whatchamacallums. There's some quartz. Okay. Got enough quartz. If there's any sandstone that's seen here, that's not what I want. There we go. Tried to break that rock with a fire extinguisher. Oh, yeah, that's not completely irrational. Oh, here I can use my. Whee! This is the. It's like the opposite of a parachute. It takes you up when you really need to go up. Get out my flare again. It looks like we can go in here. Maybe we'll find some other ingredients. What do we got? Okay. Check this out. Flare. This guy is like a fish version of a Bob-omb from Super Mario Brothers, which is not very realistic, but it is funny. Okay. Give me some air. Playing this game really gave me an appreciation for the difficulty of navigating. Like, you hear about people getting lost in underwater caves, and you know what? It turns out it's really difficult to figure out where you're going in an underwater cave. Who would have guessed? Like, you imagine that you're going to be able to remember where things are related to each other, but there's so many more, like, possible ways to be wrong about where you are when you're moving around in 3 dimensions. There's so many ways for something to be out of sight. Oh, I could grab some coral. So that's going to be helpful at some point. I still don't have... Oops. Gimme. Some of this game is a little weird with its like hit detection. It's getting dark. I could stumble around in the dark, or I could make a flashlight about it. So we need batteries. I only found 1 copper that whole time. Glass. I didn't find any silver yet either. But we can make the scanner. Oh, I should have made the flashlight first. Okay. Groovy. I probably won't actually need that fire extinguisher. Okay. We are still in need of copper. Although, what I could also do is just take the battery out. Because I'm impatient. Sometimes it makes sense to not even make the battery. I mean, not the battery, the flashlight. Depends on how much you get done before night falls, I suppose. The flashlight uses a lot of battery power. There's some copper. One of the things that keeps this game interesting is that your escape pod lands in a somewhat random place. Like, it's always within, like, the shallows region. But... okay. I need to put things in the right places now. And you are in 1. Let's put you in 4. Okay. Very important. have everything in the right place. What do we need? We need that much titanium exactly. We need more. Oh, let's just go. Anyways, I think the point I was getting at is that usually I will have found a cave system by now. I know this game's world pretty well, especially the first hour I've got down pretty good. But it's still, sometimes you start it up and it's like, where the heck is the sulfur? Like I need some sulfur, and I've played this enough to know I need to go into the caves to find that, but I just didn't start out next to a good cave. Ah, see, here we go. Here's some caves. Here's some quartz. Need that. If there's any of these guys, I will take your sulfur. Oh, I did get a sulfur last time. Now I have 2. That's fine. I think you only need like 2 or 3 in the whole game. It depends on how much stuff you want to make. We need rubber. I'm out of rubber. Oh. Well, what the hell? I should have made more rubber. Isn't it always the way? Where were those plants? They were this way, right? There. I might as well also get, as long as I'm over here, get some branchy bits. Okay. Full. Let's get back. Making progress. We're slowly making progress. Okay, but no, we need this. We have the scan tool. We're about to have the repair tool. We can start collecting technologies. And then the first thing we want to make is the sea glide, which will let us move a lot more quickly. Glass. Okay, and then we'll make the repair tool. After that will be the habitat builder. And if we had any silver, we could upgrade our oxygen tank, but that's fine. Let's put some of this stuff in the box. Okay. I should eat some food, probably, and drink some water. And pick up some more fishies. Oh, and use the repair tool. I do this fairly often. I make the repair tool, then I'm like, now, what else was I going to do? Maybe use the repair tool to fix my escape pod? Activate the radio. The radio just gives you, like, the main objectives. But it's useful for locating places. Where was that? Oh, sorry, giving you all whiplash. Go to the wreck, because we can scan some stuff. I should maybe use a first aid kit. Which apparently you can apply a first aid kit to yourself without taking off your scuba gear, which is convenient. There's sea glide fragment. Just need one more of those. We don't need... I never use these, the grav traps. Okay. That is way too much sea glide fragments. When you scan extra fragments, you get some titanium, which does come in handy sometimes, especially because you don't have to refine it. Anything else you want to pick up here? Was there another beacon? Didn't see that. Whoa. Those, I think of them as being like cows. Those guys. They basically fart out little bombs, and you can pick them up and like store them, and you turn them into weapons if you really want to. Okay, I guess that's all there was there, but we got the sea glide scan, and I am going back here. Here's a tip for this game. Go into the beacon manager and change your life pod to red, and it's much easier to see it, the icon. Now then, I still do not have silver, but I have the sea glide. I need a battery. I just need like a bunch of copper. I'm not sure if I've swam this way yet. I'm gonna get you, little fishy. Oh. Yeah, that's it. Trying to catch fish when you're playing with a controller is really hard. Here we go. Oh, it's the geyser. Go up and get some air first. This is like slightly risky, but there's some good rocks down here. Yeah, sandstone. Silver. Okay, so if I'm close to if my escape pod landed close to the geyser, where does that put me on the map? I can't quite envision it. But I feel like that's kind of off to the side of the zone that you end up in. Okay. I learned nothing from that. We probably still need more copper. Oop. Scan this thing. It's just another sea glide fragment, but whatever. I'm gonna cook you, little fishy. I'm gonna need more water pretty soon here. I do need to be careful about my power consumption. If you look up, I don't know if you can see it on whatever screen you're watching, but I'm at 49 out of 75. Let's see, I need a battery, I need lubricant. I need 2 mushrooms. There's a battery. There's the Sea Glide. The Sea Glide is probably your most important all-purpose tool in this game. You move around faster. It has a built-in flashlight. Very useful stuff. So we can get rid of some of this titanium. I'm gonna consolidate it into an ingot. Make a titanium ingot. The first time I played this game, and I had no idea what I was doing, which I kind of recommend as a way of jumping into this game, because I played it for a while being like, I'm just exploring this planet, and I'm not sure what the point of all this is. Which is great, because you can spend a lot of time just exploring the world of this game. Bomb. I need water. I'm gonna need, next I want to make one of those, and I can do that because I already made some fiber mesh. So that's handy. We're gonna need a battery at some point. I'm not sure if we're gonna need glass anytime soon. I'll leave that as quartz for the moment. So let's go. We haven't gotten any distress signals. Oh, there it is. I was like, isn't it time for me to have a distress signal from LifePod 3? Question mark? No, that's 17. Where are you? 17. Fine. I don't need to be swimming this slow. There we go. I catch another of those purple fish real quick. Yeah. Hello. Give me the other one too. Where'd you go? These guys get you water. Oh, whatever. But you need your ship's fabricator to turn them into water, which is important when you're setting up further bases. To remember, you need a water source. You also might need the fabricator in order to get the water. But that will do me for now. Water, water. Titanium. I didn't actually care that it ended up being added to my inventory, but oh, now you're gonna give me LifePod 3, right? I'm not 100% sure what triggers. Yeah, there's LifePod 3. I'm used to it giving me LifePod 3 first, but maybe it depends on what direction you swim first, whether it gives you one or the other. What are you? Oh. I like to go to 3 first and set up a base in that direction. Oh, now I'm going towards 3. What am I doing? Sure. I definitely know what I'm doing. I guess I'll show you what I do when I go to 3 first. I think it makes sense. You pretty much always end up spending a lot of time in the area of pod 17. But I like to be a little better set up before I go there, and I'll make a base there. I also like to make a base here, but we'll see. Still get sea glide parts. I would like to be getting laser cutter fragments. But maybe you don't find those here. Oh, here we go. There's something I need. Vehicle bay. That's 1 of 3. That will allow us to make a boat, which we definitely want to do. Oh, and I don't have a base yet, but I'll grab some of that in case it's helpful. At some point, that will be important. I am not, here's the thing though, I'm not making a base right now because I don't have the builder. So, what then am I doing? That's a really good question. I am gathering materials. I am deviating from the plan. Like I was saying earlier, there's ways in which I've figured out this game, but there are steps and things that just happen at random where it's like, oh, I got to this point in the game, but I didn't have all the stuff that I'm used to having. Like, one time that was really bad was I went all the way into the deeper underground world to set up a new base there, and I hadn't gotten the thermal power plant and I had to really improvise quickly to come up with a power source for a base. So that's the kind of fascinating anecdote you get from this game. But as I was saying, it's Star Trek stuff, right? This is what's fun about it, is that it's kind of mundane. There's some wreckage. Is this where I can find some sea moth scans? I think, yeah, this is near pod 6, I believe. Yes, pod 6. I did not come here for a particular reason. We are officially just seeing what happens at this point. Bioreactor fragment. Yeah, see, that's what I had to do that time when I missed the thermal plant scan. I had to use a bioreactor instead. Which you can do, it's just a whole different can of worms. There's also nuclear reactors, which I never quite end up needing. Like, there's a whole huge amount of potential end game to this beyond just completing the quests that it gives you. Because I still feel like there's areas of the map. I've played this game for a ridiculous number of hours, but I still feel like there's areas of the map that I hardly know at all. Oh, you can find sea crown here as well. Yeah, well, you don't need it anyways. Not as much as the other ones. Oh. Maybe what I should have done was just finish making the builder tool before I came here. That's probably what I should have done. Okay. Let's get out of these caves before we drown. Ah. Some creature was shooting spines at me or something. Okay. Oh, inventory full. Let's drink some water. No. Trash can. Not the most important skin. There's a table. Oh, there's one of those guys. Might as well, just in case I need it. Reverse parachute. I think sometimes you find, yes, there's like some good scans in this area, I feel like. Although, I'm not sure. Wasn't I just about to scan something? It was a bioreactor part, wasn't it? Or was that the last one I got? Oh, well. No attention span. We could probably go back to home base. Oh. The game automatically takes the pod locations off of your HUD. There's a laser cutter fragment. Oops. To go back in and turn it back on again, because I do like to use them for navigation purposes. If you're not concerned about doing things quickly, I recommend making lots of beacons, because you get to name a beacon, and so that lets you basically name all of the features, the things that stand out to you. You can give them names, and that helps you remember them. I don't need that. I don't have opportunities. At some point, I will probably look back and curse, like, why did you drop that eye stalk? Maybe. It could happen. Oh, I missed that one. Silver. Okay. Alrighty then. I said that whole thing about how I like to go to pod 3 before 17, and then I wasn't even prepared to do whatever it was I was going to do there. So that was fun. Compass. Mobile vehicle bay. How close am I on that vehicle bay? I don't have a lot of batteries. Batteries can be tricky. Yeesh. Inventory in general can be tricky. Do I need... Yes. I need 2 of them. I'm like, let me answer my own question. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Titanium ingot. Give me that copper. I'm just going to make a couple of batteries real quick. because it's such an easy thing to do in this game. All you have to do is put the mushrooms and the copper into the box and it spits out batteries. Perhaps not the most realistic portrayal. I do want to make copper wire in order to make a chip in order to make that guy. Give me more copper. Haha. Sometimes the world cooperates with you. Yeah, so the world is the same every time, but like the stuff inside of it is to some extent randomized. Like where you tend to find certain scans in certain locations, but you don't always get enough like to make them all from the one place. Sometimes you need to go to multiple sites to scavenge enough things. So it's kind of unpredictable to some extent. And I've intentionally avoided looking up how other people route this game because I am loving figuring it out myself. There's so much to think about. So we have the builder tool. Let's go to 17 and make a base. For that, we want some of this stuff. We want some of this stuff. We're going to want some of that and some of that. And we might need sulfur for and lubricant maybe for the laser cutter. I don't remember. But that we'll need copper as well, but we can pick that up on the way. Where is 17? There you are. 17 is probably the most important location, the area around Life Pod 17. You can find like most of the resources that you get from the surface, you can find there or nearby there. There's several wrecks that you can scavenge from. And the path down to the Lost River is in that direction anyway, so it's kind of the usual staging ground for your next like major part of this voyage. We still need copper for a solar panel. That is 1 of 3 for the sea moth. Show me some limestone. Gold, fine. I really wanted lime, she said. No. Oh, good timing. Let's eat some food. Where did that go? Oh, I see it. It still exists before I pass out from lack of oxygen. I did not hallucinate the existence of that chunk of copper. Okay. Anyways. So here's 17. I like to make a base here. I think this is a handy place for a base. And I like to make bases with a T intersection. As your main component. It probably would be more efficient resource-wise to just make a regular straight, tube, but it gives it a sense of, here's the entryway, here's the room. You can put a window here if you really want to. Nice ambiance. Look at me already having that table coral. It's like I've played this before. No, not enough for a locker, but that's fine. Let's make some water. And some food. Noms. I didn't actually need the food, but whatever. Plenty of fish in the ocean, as they say. We want to scan. There's another sea moth scan. That's 2 of 3. Ow. Without the sound, I can't tell if that was a fish that bit me or one of the weird spiny plant guys. That is a scanner room fragment. Scanner rooms are pretty good. For me, it's down to luck whether I end up using one or not. Like if you get to... Sometimes, like at the end of the game, I want to make another base for the purposes of doing the final construction stuff. And at that point, like just starting a whole base with a scanner room so you can find all of the parts you need from there is really convenient. But it's probably not ever the most efficient option if you know where to find stuff. Sunstone. We still need to go in the thing itself. Let's go ahead and grab some air. If I wasn't playing on hardcore mode, I probably would have just gone in because I probably can get all this in 30 seconds, but wasn't gonna bet this whole run on it. What do we got? Anything good down here? Doesn't really see. Oh, there's some scans. Sometimes you find really good stuff in here, and sometimes you don't. This seems like one of the most random locations in the game to me for what technology fragments you find here. Sometimes you get important stuff like mod station. Ooh. I think that's my last laser cutter fragment though, so that's good. Is that everything? Give me my thing. Okay. There's something in there. It's one of those things, propulsion dealy. Not super important. Okay. Let's go. Oh, there's a scan there too. I think that's all I need for battery charger. Oh, and there's another battery charger fragment right there. Okay. That's all that's in the front part. Yeah, sometimes it's like I get enough important fragments in that first section of the ship that I don't even come back here to the other side, but usually I end up going in here, just checking what you can find. Like there's another cutter scan. Repair tool. Wasn't ready. Didn't have repair tool ready. There is supply crate. Here we go. Mod station fragments. These are important. Or at least I still think they are. I'm not entirely sure. Inventory's full. Okay, I should head back then. So, I keep on hitting the wrong button. Drink some water. And that will probably be more water. It's handy, you tend to find water in the crash sites. It is often very useful. You mostly only find food on the big ship, the crash ship, the Aurora. Oh, I'm going here. While I'm thinking about that, make sure both of these are turned back on. And I'm going to make them yellow. Give me my thing back. Give me my builder. All right. What are we doing now? Can we make some copper? No. We found plenty of silver, but we haven't gotten that much copper this game. Usually silver is the thing I end up looking for the most, but not today. Boop, boop. Laser cutter. Okay, so we need a battery, yeah. Diamonds. Why don't we do that right now? Let's get some diamonds. And copper if we come across it. Time to go bobbing for diamonds. This is one of the coolest areas that you don't really need to spend very much time in. This is the Jelly Shroom Caves. And it's got like... It's got a lot of resources, but it's like... not stuff that's important for most of the game. Stuff like magnetite. Like you need a couple pieces of magnetite, but... to just get through the game you don't need a whole ton of it. Oh, my inventory's still full. Show me a diamond. That's not a diamond. Lithium. I need to get back. Nope. Ghost shale. Jeez, am I missing something, or is there just not much shale? Oh well. It's always nice if I can make it in one go, but I'm also wasting excessive time because I'm still... Oh, and my power source has died. That could be relevant. Zero. I had a whole 0 seconds to spare. Make an ingot. Man. Meant to do this before I left. Okay. The one titanium. Oh, and the... Yes, we did need the sulfur for that. And... yeah. One more diamond. One more diamond. Oh, also... that. Let's think about what we're doing. I actually don't want to load the empty battery. Okay. Battery is rearranged. I should have that base face this cave. Because it's where I... well, I guess it depends. If I end up doing multiple dives down here, it is kind of annoying to contort myself. I'm just looking for shale. A decent piece of shale. Is that so wrong? No. That was not it. Turning my headlight off because it tends to agitate the big fish guys. Man, there is like no shale in this whole cave. There we go. Now I've got 2 diamonds. Might as well. Ow. Might as well get some more magnetite on the way out. And whoop, darn. I wanted to eat that weird fish. Alrighty. I was maybe gonna use... I thought I was gonna have to use my... quick ascend balloon guy. But no. Okay. The empty battery is there in my inventory, ready to be turned into a new battery, which is a handy trick. I still need 2 more batteries in order to make the power cell for the buildy boy. I've got there's no mushrooms here, so it's not... yeah, I need to go back to base anyways. Is that all I want to do here? Let's check for some scans real quick before I leave. I think I already looked over here. Yeah, I guess so. There's also another spot. I mean, this game rules. It's janky, but it rules. Okay, the yellow is a little bright, actually. I'll probably downgrade that to green. There's a wreck over here somewhere. Yeah. Let's scan some fragments. There's sea moth. Scanner. Did we get all the scanner room fragments? Yeah, I think we did. It's always faster to scan things when you've already scanned them before, and it's just giving you bonus titanium. Done with that too. I'm gonna run up to run, she says. I'm just gonna run up to the surface. Forgot my oxygen up there. We have the cutter tool. I don't always have the cutter tool when I get to this place. This isn't like one of the more important wrecks, but like I wasn't sure if I had enough scans yet for... Hello. Show me the cutter. Yeah, so sometimes I poke my head in this wreck without being able to open this door. Because I don't think it's anything super unique here. It's just convenient. It's right next to Life Pod 17, so I pretty much always end up coming here. And, oh, lightweight, high capacity tank. I don't end up making that one, but, you know, doesn't hurt. Okay, nothing super important, but let's grab some spare titanium, might as well.
Emergency. A quantum detonation has occurred in the Aurora's drive core. The reactor will reach a supercritical state in T-minus 10,
Okay.
9, 8, 7,
that other
6, 5.
that other door just goes outside. You don't actually need to open that one. All right. Whoa. Oh, I thought the game was glitching. It was just the ship exploding. That makes more sense. For your convenience, the radiation suit has been added to your blueprints. Those guys are called stalkers, those shark-like guys. You have to collect their teeth at some point. You don't need a lot of stalker teeth, but you need some. And it's one of the, especially when you're starting out, when you don't know what you're doing yet, it's particularly hard to figure out what you're supposed to do to get those teeth. Okay. Excuse me. Life Pod 6, we already found you. We want to make some batteries, right? And we want to make the radiation suit, which we need space in our inventory, actually. Let's make a titanium ingot. And then we can leave this stuff here. What are we? We're going to make a couple of batteries, and then we're going to duct tape them together to make a power cell. So we need copper? Yeah. This is the kind of thing where it's nice to have a scanner room where you can have it just take you immediately to the things you need. Because now I'm like, which directions have I swam in and broken all of the limestone? Anything here? No. I'm gonna get you, little fishy. I'm just looking for copper. It's not really that rare. Ah. There's some copper, so that's one. No. I was hallucinating like 2 more chunks of copper there, or limestone. Nope. Sometimes things do load in at different rates. Like I was saying, it's a little janky. And I don't have the graphics turned up very high for this machine. Okay. Is groovy. Yeah, getting fish, when I played it on a controller, the main obstacle to me having fun with the game was having to catch fish in any of the more advanced modes. And so I played it on the I think it's like called exploration mode or something, where you can still die but you don't have to worry about food or water, which is definitely a more relaxing way to start out playing the game. So we need 2 batteries, and one of them should swap into you. The other one probably doesn't matter, but whatever. And then we'll turn the used batteries into a power cell. And then power cell. I'm moving things the wrong direction. What else did I need? That was everything. I know what I'm doing, at least part of the time. Mobile vehicle day. Okay, and that is the next thing. Let's finish up. Let's get some plant stuff. I forget what it's called. Seed vine? Creep vine. It's called creep vine. Put my knife back out here. Okay. 1, 2, oops. Oh. That looks hilarious. I started swinging my knife and it turned into a personal swimming device. Oh, I haven't really shown off this thing. It gives you this 3D map of your surroundings, which is pretty cool. I tend to not use it because I'm usually, want to be able to see what's in front of me, but when you're exploring the game, that's definitely a huge help. So we want 2 of these fiber meshes, and then we need a chunk of lead, and we've got a chunk of lead. Who doesn't have a chunk of lead in this economy? Unscan that. Oops. We still haven't made a compass. We still don't have extra copper and silver with which to do it. Make some water. Answer the phone. I think of that as the phone. It's the radio. The way it pops up. Anyways. Should I make a battery? Probably. I'm going to need another power cell. And drink some water. Drink some more water. Eat some food. So now what? We want glass. We need to gather some resources here. We only need one of those. We need 1 lead. We need a power cell. We need to go get some more of the lubricant. We require lubricant. Gonna get you, little fishy. Got it. I won. What was I saying? Ooh. Now the making of titanium. Then we need quartz. Quartz. Once I finish making this boat, I will call that a good end to this first chapter episode then. So I need I need 1 more of those because I already had 1. I need to make another battery. And I've already got that. That's a scanner fragment. Mushrooms, not the vine nettle. just really love navigating this game's world. It's so complex. You know, while not even being that like in terms of a three-dimensional shape, it's not like the most realistic thing, but it's still, it's just the space of it is mind-boggling. I need to make one battery. What do I just don't have copper. Man, I am always running out of copper this game. Copper, where are you? Copper. I will find you somewhere. Copper. That's not copper. That could be. It was not. Man. Show me limestone, show me limestone. I'm watching him to see if he drops a tooth. I don't think he did. Whoop. There's one. Oh, yes. Lucky. That's one of the more, getting teeth from those guys is one of the most random things to fit into the run. It's like, you don't need them until you're making like the, do you need those for the prawn suit? I don't remember. Oh, I haven't been in here yet. I was thinking I was going to my base at 3. Oh, this is where I want to be. There's an entrance here somewhere. I don't think this is stuff I need. That's vehicle bay, yeah. Scan. That was interesting. I'm not sure what happened there. Okay. What was I doing exactly? Copper. I found one copper. Right. No. Not even. Man. Whole ocean full of titanium and all I want is copper. It's so ironic, don't you think? There's one copper. Excuse me. Other people are swimming here, you know. Inventory's full. I don't think I need lead particularly. Oh, hello. Why does it seem like this planet has no copper? Whatever. It doesn't matter. Overthinking it. I've already forgotten whether I got answered the phone. We have one. You know what? Battery. I'll take the battery out of this. So now I have 2. Oh, that gives me 3. Oh, well, in that case, one of the full ones back. Did I already have a battery and I forgot about it? Probably. Now I need rubber. Rubber. There's power cell. And what do I want to have with me for the next part of the game? Less titanium, I'm going to say. Or denser titanium, I should say. Oh, we could leave that. The next thing is going to be make the boat. We still haven't finished making the compass. It's so short on copper. Oh, and water. And then I'm actually going to take some of this back because I might make a base. No, I probably won't. Because I already started the base over at 3. So I'm not going to plan on starting a base. Cool. Glad we had this talk. Yeah. Let's go ahead, having thought about it that far. It's graceful movement, really. Oh, whoops. I took the lead out of my inventory. Skilled at vast talents at speedrunning. One lead. Hey. Now I have a submarine, submarine, submarine. Driving the Seamoth is probably the most fun part of this game. You can really cruise with this thing. It's kind of sad that you end up spending a lot of time in the depths where you can only upgrade the Seamoth to go so deep. But it's speedy and it's fun. And we will do more with that next time. We will be going to the wrecked ship. And we'll be wearing the radiation helmet when we do that. Because we remembered. Alright. Save and quit. So, hopefully that was interesting. and I will continue whether or not you find it interesting. So I don't know if I really needed to ask you that, but nevertheless, that seems to be what has happened. So I will leave you with that thought.